Hello, golfers. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the young man who I think is single handedly responsible for all the confusion and chaos there is about the golf swing. So, this young man sat down under a tree one day and he was in a state of perfect bliss, daydreaming. He had created for himself a situation where his body was in complete inertia or reluctance to move. Suddenly, out of the blue, an apple landed on his head, and that jerked some sort of sense into his head because he realized, oh, thank goodness this apple didn't have the force to move me out of position, and so I will call this idea the law of inertia. My body had too much inertia to be moved. Then he looked up at the tree and said, thank goodness that huge big branch of the tree didn't fall on my head. If it had, it would have had so much force that it would have accelerated me downwards directly into an early grave. That's a great idea. I will call it the law of acceleration. And then he said, I better rush home and stop daydreaming, otherwise, mom will be angry. So he pushed himself with his hands down into the ground so that he could get up quickly and forcefully. And he said, aha, that's something interesting too. I will call this the law of action, pushing my hands down, and reaction of the ground, allowing my body to come up so that I can run quickly home. And this young man, I believe, is responsible for all of the chaos that has since ensued. All golfers believe, and correctly so, that the golf swing happens from the ground up. And so researchers have spent time looking at all the phenomena of how the golfer and the ground interact. A lot of technology has proliferated in order for us to measure what the golfer and the ground do when put together. But here's my question for you golfers. As you move up and down, side to side, round and about, how do you make sure that your foot pressure and the center of mass of your body are in the right place at the right time, which of course is during the downswing? So rather than move all the way up and down and out and about, why not simply position your center of mass and the pressure in your feet where you will need it at the start of your downswing so that the pressure in the feet can help pull the relevant muscles forcefully into the swing and thus into the ball. To know more about this idea, get in touch with me. The information follows. Have fun thinking about this idea.